the super duper feature update. It's super duper duper ooper.
What would happen if we rethought LMSs and instead of taking people away from where they're doing work, what if we gave them training and equipping them where they were doing the work while they were doing it? You know what that would be? That would be super. Introducing knowledge checks, and we can do just that now. I have a dream that one day we will solve the adoption gap forever. And until that day, we're gonna keep on building. And here's one of the things we're building. It's called knowledge checks that allows people to do and learn where they are, when they need it. So let's go a little bit further. Okay, so this new feature thing is called knowledge checks, and it's pretty fly. And what it allows you to do is have checks about something you're teaching or something you want to send to people, and then task them inside of an action plan to do it. So fundamentally, it's check that they know something. Here's how it works. If you go inside any of the bases and you go create action plan, and from action plan you use a template, because this is where you create the knowledge checks. And I'm gonna make a new one. I'm gonna say teaching knowledge checks. I'm gonna put this in the scratch pad in the folder. I'm gonna put it in action plan testing. I'm gonna go create template, and it moves it to my template. I've made a quick teaching knowledge checks and action plan template. And we said teaching the things, these are the things you would need to know. And now we're gonna check that you know those things. So made one section and create a task. Inside this task, this is where the knowledge base, they have a little academy hat attached to knowledge check, you attach it. And then from here you say, hey, don't want to pick one. And so from here you now create. And so it's easy as we're gonna have more than just quizzes in the future. Right now you have a quiz, the amount of answers have to be correct. And now you either do single choice or multiple choice. So let's do a single choice and say, what is I'm gonna go through and you make different questions. I'm gonna pause here and then we're gonna, and then I'll show you what a final one looks like. And then we'll go through assigning to somebody how a user will interact. Okay, I'm gonna make this real quick. It's so easy to make a quiz. All you do is you get a quiz. From quiz, you then have the number of questions you're gonna answer. And then you have to do two different types. So, right, so let's do this first one. Let's say, what is your name? My name is, this is the correct one, Matt. This is the wrong one, Bob. Let's say I want to have another, just to really mix it up, Chuck. Now, second question, you can see I can do multiple choice. Or like, what are things on your face? And from here, I'm gonna say a nose. That's correct. Let's say toes, which is not correct. And let's have eyes, glasses. Now, multiple select. You have multiple ones, so you can do the ones that are correct. I have toes, eyes, and glasses. If you want to add another question, it's what is the color of my hair? Black. The right answer is there. Then we save it. Here's how you make the quiz. First, you create a task. I'm gonna make a quiz about all the things you learned about Matt. So let's say Matt. Okay, so we have this quiz. I'm gonna now actually create and attach the quiz. So you have two different questions you can have in the quiz as of today. You have a single response and a multi-response. We'll make both. Let's do single first. The first is, what is Matt's middle name? So if we're doing the correct one first, let's say it's David, in case you didn't know. And next, let's say Elliot to Charles. Okay, so that's there. Now let's do a multiple choice and say, what are Matt's two most favorite foods? Perfect, right? Now let's add the answers. Let's say tacos, BBQ, burgers, and paletas. Okay, there's two favorite foods. I know, Matt. It's tacos and burgers, but you can't do. We want multiple choice. Tacos and burgers. Let's say, pretend this is a two question. Right? So now you have this. There's the questions you made. Now you can do the knowledge check. And you save. So now it's here. Now, if I want it, now I can give this as an action plan. Say I'm assigning it to someone. And the way I would do that is just the regular process as we do. You go to a plan, and I'm going to create the plan for someone. And I'm going to say teaching knowledge checks, Matt edition. I'm going to start this today. And the person I want to assign is Matt. And Matt is super. I want him to have edit access. Let's just do read access. We have that, and he is not there. Now I'll create plan. And so I'm the person who's assigned to this. And what's cool about, there's two things here, right? So now that I'm assigned to this, if I go to my task and I look at my knowledge, you'll see it's been assigned to me. I can open it up and I can go to this and I can interact with this. And if I was to click here, I click quiz, I now have to take this quiz. I have to put answers. And let's say, because I said you have to get all of them right, let's say I did this and I submit, it'll say, sorry, you didn't pass the quiz. And that means it doesn't check off. But let's say I was taking this. What's really powerful about this is if I go to task, and you'll I have a task here somewhere about that quiz because it was just done to me. It's not at the bottom. And I've clicked acknowledge. I can just see I can take the quiz on the extension. So let's actually do this right, and let's put David as my middle name, and I love tacos and burgers. If I click submit, you'll see it's done, closed, and actually checks that off. And if I refresh this page, action plans to check learning is now complete, and that task is done. So you can assign learning checks for people. The use cases here are endless. I'm so excited for y'all to have fun, and we're going to continue upgrading and making knowledge checks more and more useful because you learn while you're doing, where you are while you do. And that's where we're going to move. No more traditional LMSs, but one that helps you get adoption. Stay awesome, keep doing it big, and never stop believing. Adios, everybody.